Hello and welcome. This is Chrisanne and I'm back with a really simple craft project that is really good for working on fine motor and dexterity. So this is a great project that is good for any age. So if you're working with children, you're working with adults, I enjoy doing this simple fine motor work myself. But if you're working with children or maybe some adults that need to work on their fine motor, this is a really simple project with really cool results. So there's actually 3 projects here. So first we have keychains. And let me get these. So these are all silicone beads. So the other thing that's really good about the silicone beads, if somebody needs something to sort of play or fidget with, these have a different softness and sort of a squish level to them. So it's really good for anybody who's on the spectrum or ADHD or somebody that just has to kind of do something with their hands. I'm a former sign language interpreter. I still like to kind of do stuff with my hands like this, constantly keeping my hands moving, talking to myself, whatever. So there's 3 projects here. So this one is the keychain. And I also want to mention all of these are items using supplies that I got on Temu. So it's a Temu thing as well. So these are the pens. So we have the mouse. We have the gaming controller. We have a really good one for men or women, but I do need a lot of male things to give to men as well. So this one was apropos. Of course, I have these come in all different colors. These come in all different colors. The beads come in all different colors, but these focal beads come in multitude of colors. I have the skull, which of course is my favorite, and then the butterfly. And then how these work is you just twist down here, so they're easy to use. Just keep in mind the actual ink cartridge in these is like about that big. It's small. It's not, obviously it's not the full length, so these aren't going to last the same amount. You can get refills on Temu. And when I sell these, because these are something I'm going to be selling, I'm going to be including a refill with it. So just keep that in mind. And this has been my new favorite one that I've been working on. So these are pendants. You can use them for a keychain. They're sold as a keychain, but I'm putting them on a necklace that you can also get on Temu. Or you can put it on a ribbon. You can put it on whatever. If you don't want an actual chain, you can put it on a ribbon. So just keep in mind, a lot of them have this at the end. You can get another type. I think I have it. Yes, I do. I have it right here. But some of them have this at the end. So if you don't want it's not sharp by any stretch of the imagination. But if you want to work with real little kids and they're going to wear this, you want the rounder ended one. But you can get these focal beads in all different designs. I just thought those were so fun and cool. All you have to do is go to Temu. I'm not being paid by them. Should be, but I'm not. Go to Temu and just type in silicone beads. These are silicone. All of these are silicone. So let me show you when you purchase them how they come. So they come in a bag like this. This is the one that if you want to work with younger children, and they come individually wrapped like this, which kind of drives me nuts. I can't stand it. But whatever, that's beside the point. You see how this one is rounder as opposed to this one. So just look when you're buying it on Temu. You just twist both this end and this end twists off. When I twist, I just take off whichever end comes off. So you can get them in a package of 5, 10, 20, 50. I have these little containers. I just stuck them in these. They just happen to fit perfectly fine. Something else I got came in these containers. When you purchase the beads, you can get them in a color family, and there are focal beads in this. You don't get a lot of focal beads when you get these groupings. You typically get about 5, 6, that range. And this is called Acid Blue 50 pieces. So this is 50. I haven't even opened this bag. It doesn't look like 50, but it's 50. If you don't want to order off Temu, they sell these supplies in Hobby Lobby. You are going to pay 4 to 5 times as much. Let me tell you, I have priced them. So these things, you can get 10 of them for approximately $2.50 up to about $5.50. They obviously go up much more than that the more that you buy. These for 50 pieces averages anywhere from $5 to $7 to $8. You are going to pay $4 for about 4 beads, 5 beads at Hobby Lobby. This size. This is approximately either 12 or 15 millimeters. It's not on here, of course. I don't think. Nope, it's not on here. And then you can get just a whole container of these. These are the mouse ones. And I want to say I paid in the $10 range for this. And this one just happened to come with some, you can make necklaces with that. And there's all different colors, as you can see. This one's kind of a funky one, you know, all different colors. So you can play with whatever you want. So let's make some. Let's move all this out of the way. And we are going to work, make it a little closer here. We are going to work on a pendant. I got my containers, guess what, at Temu. And I just, obviously it doesn't hold a lot. It just holds a few, but I like to organize them by color family. Now, something else I want to mention. These little spacer beads. You can type in silicone spacer beads. Make sure you do large hole silicone spacer beads. See, these don't work with this. These work with this. These, I think these work with the pens, but very few and far between. So make sure you put large hole silicone spacer beads. The rest of them, they are all pretty consistent with the size that they are. Now the other thing is you can get just a package. They don't come in this packaging. This is my packaging that I put them in. But this was one package of beads, and I believe these are called the Galaxy collection. So you can say Galaxy silicone beads. So let's take off this end. So look at, you see how I'm working on my dexterity, my fine motor. And let's see, let's do a small purple. Let's do one of these. These are also called spacer beads. They are a different shape. I like to have a whole collection of different shapes, sizes. Oh, let's do this guy. That one matches. And then let's do another one of these. Let's do my Galaxy bead. And you know what, let's do one of these spacers, a little bit more fine motor, working with some of those spacers. Put this on. Let's do another one of these spacers. And then let's attach this. So if you have issues with fine motor, you might need help with this part. But sometimes what I do is I take these beads, I pull them down. You see how I've pulled it down. I give this a twist, let it go. I twist the opposites to make sure it's tight. There's very little give. There is a little give, but there's very little give in this one. And then you can just put it on a chain. You can put it on some of this stuff. You can put it on a ribbon. Let me tell you, it's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. So if you're looking for a fun project to do that's going to be useful for the child, for the adult, you can do something like this. You can do something like this. Let's do another one. Let's use some of these guys. And let's grab one of these. Sometimes I have days where I have fine motor issues. So for me to do stuff like this kind of keeps my hands good, I guess. So let's do this one. And then we're going to do let's do this little red one here. We're going to do red, white, yellow, and black. Let's take a large yellow, put it there. Now some of these are a little bit tighter on this than others. Take one of those larger spacer beads. Put that there. I like to put a small one here. It just fits better. So let's do a yellow there. See? You see how it fits? It just kind of works to have one of those smaller ones. These beads come in all different sizes. So I have a collection of 6, 10, 12, and 15 millimeter here. You know what? I think we have space to do one more of those, and let's see if we can fit that one. Nope. So let's do a small red right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this down as I hold this. Super simple, but very effective on working on your dexterity. And then what I do at the end is I twist opposites here to tighten it. This is not tightened down yet. I can still, there you go. You twist until you feel it not twist anymore. Super easy, super simple. But number one, if you need to work on dexterity, this is great. And number two, you are working on confidence. When you can have a project that you can successfully do and then wear or use so other people can appreciate it. So if you're going to give them as gifts, or if you want to use them and other people say, wow, that's really cool. Gee, thanks, I made it. You know, you're working on confidence levels as well. So I hope that's helpful. I know I keep saying it's a super easy project, but it's a fulfilling, wonderful project as well. And yes, when my chains come in, I'm going to be putting one on a 30-inch chain because I like the longer ones when I'm wearing something, especially something like this. When you wear a longer necklace, it sort of elongates you, and I'm only 5'2", so I'm really short. So I need something to make me look a little bit taller, you know, that whole visual kind of thing. And it's a little more easier for me to, if it's 30 inches, it's easier for me to sort of go like that. And I don't know, kind of neat. Give it a try. It might be a really good going back to school project if your child, no matter what age, all ages go back to school. If your child is going back to school and just kind of needs a little fidget toy or something, you're wearing this so it's not disruptive in class. It doesn't make a noise like some of the other fidget spinners or something like that do. But hey, if you need it, you need it. So I hope this has been fun, and I hope this has been helpful. And go ahead and make these, and you can post them to Instagram. On Instagram, I am Chrisann1234, ChrisanN 1234. And you can also find me on Facebook at Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. Tag me. I'd love to see pictures of the ones that you make. Thanks so much. Take care and be free.